Hello, 542 students, and welcome to week 6 of class. Thank you for all of your amazing discussions that you participated in week 5 as we discussed even more effective communication tools that you can use as an educator to really connect with your students' families. I love how many of you mentioned the importance of positive phone calls home and positive messages in like a parent app like Parent Square or positive emails home. That makes such a difference because think about it as a parent, when you receive a phone call from the school, my thought is, oh no, my kid had an emergency or an accident or a sick or something, right? Or the other option is my kid got in trouble. My kid has bad grades, didn't show up for school, is tardy. So what a blessing it is as a parent to receive a positive email or a positive phone call where it's encouraging and it really demonstrates how their child is improving in an area or doing well in an area. And that really strengthens that bond of trust between the school and the home environment. So great job on that. I'm also looking forward to reviewing your inventories from week 5. So thank you for your hard work on those. As we go into week 6, of course, I always want to start off with the importance of our topic and how it connects to God's word. So our topic is engaging diverse families and diverse students. And our Bible verse has to do with the fact that we are all different. We're all unique. We were all created to be absolutely beautiful and different and diverse, right? And so by faith in God, we can remember that we are all his children, and that it's our job to continue to love everyone, that we should remember that we're all equal in God's eyes. We all deserve the same respect and kindness and unconditional love because we're all God's children. So as we teach these amazing kids and interact with their families, I hope that that's an encouragement to you. We also have some readings about the parents' role in education, strong family and community engagements, and then home visits. I know that when I used to work at a Christian school, it was a smaller school, they encouraged home visits for the younger grades. I think maybe it was like K-3 or so did home visits. But I know nowadays there's a lot of challenges with home visits, a lot of security concerns, a lot of issues that might make it impossible maybe to do home visits. But sometimes students of mine have told me they've done school visits where they've done classroom visits or they visited with families in their community in a neutral location. And so there's lots of unique ways to do home visits, even if this teacher can't drive to each child's home environment to visit and get to know the student and their families. So please take a look at that for your third reading for this week. We also have some discussion boards. We have 2 of them. Week 6 discussion board 1 is going to be about repurposing the practice. So what can you do already as an educator and then repurpose it to make sure that you're meeting the needs of all of your students, that we're overcoming biases, that we are looking at our students' cultures and race and gender and learning special needs. Maybe they have an issue where they need some extra support. Maybe they have a behavioral need. Maybe they have a socioeconomic challenge. Maybe they have a language barrier, whatever it might be. How can you repurpose your classroom to meet the needs of our diverse students? And then our second question for week 6 is how we can continue to engage our families with one idea, of course, being home visits. It may not be practical, but what are some other ways that we can have home visits with our families and get to know where our students are living? Who are their guardians? Who do they live with? What's their situation like? How can we support the home families of our students? And so if home visits doesn't work for you in your school, in your district, then what are some other outside the box strategies that can work perhaps to engage with our families? And then our assignment here is going to be working past what you guys did in assignment number 3, where you did your inventory. So for this assignment, assignment 4, now you're doing a needs assessment, okay? And the part 1 and part 2 kind of are our signature assignment for the 542 class. It's our culminating assignment, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to think about the questions that you answered in the inventory, and you are now going to create a needs assessment. So what needs to be addressed based on the population that comprises of your students and the community around them, okay? So you're going to think about, for the first part, you're going to do a traditional title page, right? And then for these 4 points, you are going to kind of summarize your inventory results, okay? So you're going to use APA formatting, you're going to use headings, you're going to use paragraphs that are APA formatted, okay? So you're going to think about summarizing the information from your inventory. What are some needs that you have found that kind of came up in your research? What is the current diverse educational need and priority in your work setting that you need to focus on? Comparing and contrasting the information from your students in the community, like basically from school needs to classroom needs to community needs. What are some ways that you can kind of change and enhance your instruction, your curriculum, your communication methods to make sure that it's really meeting the needs of your community environment, okay? And then you're also going to be graded on having at least 5 scholarly sources. They can be ones I've provided in this class or ones that you have found. You're going to also have a references page, okay? So that's going to be 6 points right there. And I would like you to submit this as a Word document. You need to use Grammarly. If you would like to use the Writing Center, feel free, our online writing lab. But at least please use Grammarly for this assignment. And then I've given you the rubric. So the rubric tells you exactly how you're going to be graded. This part 1 is going to be 30 points, and it will be due at the end of week 6. Okay? So basically you're taking the information that you collected in your inventory, and now you're creating a needs assessment. So you're summarizing kind of what are the needs out there that you have figured out. Okay? And that's going to be what we do for part 1. Okay? So if you have any questions for week 6, please let me know. I continue to keep you all in my prayers for safety and wellness. I know many of you are sick with the flu and dealing with a variety of challenges at your work and with family and friends and loved ones. So I'm continuing to pray for you all. So take good care, everyone. Have a great week 6, and God bless.